Today, I want to talk to you about the week 2 pound gain, or also known as Infatlation Week, or the Freshman 3, as we've also known it to be called. What am I talking about here? You know it very well, and I'm sure you've experienced it before if you are no stranger to diet and exercise or to trying other options of losing weight in the past. It is usually around the second week, usually day 10, that you're doing everything right. You're giving your diet and exercise everything you've got, and you're expecting that continued loss like you had in week 1. Most people, the first 7 days, they have great losses, 2, 3 pounds, 4 pounds, and that's so satisfying when you can get that instant result. But what happens in week 2 is you not only do you stall a little bit, but you can also actually quote unquote gain weight. Now I just want to speak to that because I see this time and time and time again. And I can feel the wind in the sails of you just screaming out saying, but I'm doing everything right. Why am I gaining weight? Why is this not working? And that's when most of us, we get so frustrated, we throw the towel in and think all of this effort's not worth it, or all the sacrifice I've been making to try to eat right isn't paying off. I just want to stop you and just explain to you a little bit what is actually going on and why you should not only continue doing exactly what you're doing, but you should just push right through that and turn a blind eye to that scale. The scale can be our best friend and our worst enemy, am I right? So let me explain a little bit about what is going on. First week, you're working out hard, and especially if you're not used to consistent, normal exercise, or if maybe you started a new fitness program or added some high intensity exercises or some resistance training, your muscles are tearing down. They're becoming swollen. They're becoming inflamed. And our body naturally wants to repair and wants to repair those muscles and swollen tissues. And the way that it does this is by flushing in water to that area to try to help those cells to regrow. And what that means for you is that rather than purging that water naturally through your system during the course of a day, it hangs on to that. The other option 2 that can happen is you start losing great amounts of fat to start with, and your body comes in to replace that, to flush that fat tissue out and help your body assimilate it into healthy, lean muscle tissue. And what can happen there is water flushes in, and you again get filled with water while the body helps to re-assimilate that tissue that you may have just lost. Which is why when we're losing weight, you can usually see a great loss, 1-2 pound drop. And then maybe a day later or 2 days later, you go back up. And then it's like a fight all week to just barely get it to whittle down. And it's just this kind of roller coaster like this. So that's your body's natural ability to displace the water, flush that fat out, and then that process just continues. So I also just want you to take note of this. I know some of us sweat it when we go up a pound or 0.8 pounds or 2 pounds. I understand. Just to speak from experience, this happens to me and my body every single week. I might have a really good loss one day. 2 days later, I'm up 2 pounds. Then I go down a half a pound. Then I'm back up 0.8 pounds. And it fluctuates like that. You need to sort of just put on your thick skin and not let that instant result of the number on the scale drive your efforts. You've got to decide, I'm going to continue to work out just as hard as I have been. I'm going to continue to eat just as well as I have been, regardless of what the scale says. And if today happens to be my big loss day, great. If not, that's okay. I'm just going to keep doing what I've been doing, okay? So I want to speak to you about our friend, the water. Now, water is key because it's flushing the fat out of your system, and it's also helping keeping you hydrated. When you're dehydrated, your body hangs on to more water, the scale goes up. The fastest way to see better loss on the scale is to just have a water day. My husband, Phil, he does this when he's not seeing results and not seeing that fat flushing out as quick as he would like. He'll have a water day. He'll drink 6 of these 32-ounce bottles. Now that's quite a bit for our ladies, just to point that out. You guys, you need a lot more water. Usually it's about 0.75 ounces per pound of body weight, okay? So what that means for us, for me, this is a 32-ounce bottle. I try to drink 3 of these a day. That's a good goal to shoot for. okay? Now keep in mind that 4 of these makes a gallon, okay? And a gallon of water weighs 8.4 pounds. So when you drink 4 of these a day, or even 3 of these a day, which is what's recommended when you're trying to lose weight, you are putting sometimes 6 to 8 pounds of extra water weight in your body. Now, if you don't think your body's not working hard to process that, you're wrong. But there are those days that it's going to hang on to some of that water to have extra to do the processes it needs to do. So, 2-pound gain, it's not a big deal. If you had a cheat day and you ate more carbs than you normally do, your body holds on to water to process those carbs. So that's what's happening. I just want you to know that that's what's taking place here. So your challenge today, shoot to drink, my ladies, 3 of these a day. For you guys, try to hit 4 of these a day, 5 of these a day. That's a little bit over a gallon. So shoot for that. That's a really good goal. And more than anything, make that commitment to yourself that I will not become discouraged with my results. And take satisfaction in knowing that as long as you are sticking to your fitness plan, you're continuing to do your exercises daily, you're tracking your food, and you're hitting your target calories within reason, and you're trying to hit your ratio of nutrients, you are doing everything perfectly to get you to where you want to be. Let the scale reward you, but do not beat yourself up over those fluctuating numbers, okay? All right, so great job this week, you guys. Don't sweat it. The results are still going to come, and I'll see you next week.